Good morning. It's Tuesday, April the 11th, and the NBA playoffs start today. So, you know what that means? It's a perfect day to make some cash on prize picks. If you're new to the channel, I'm Jerel, and I'm holding it down for elite fantasy picks this morning. If our videos are helpful in any way, please subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, comment what you think about the picks, and like the video. Your support means the world to the team, and any engagement with the video helps us out tremendously. So we haven't had a few videos over the past few days. Work schedules for the team just been super crazy, but it's NBA playoffs time, guys. We are gonna lock in. We're gonna make sure to get you guys some free picks. So we're gonna start today with two picks that we're liking for the NBA play-in games today, and we're actually gonna be focusing on one game that's happening. So what we're going to really focus on is the Hawks versus the Miami Heat tonight. We think this is going to be a pretty good one. Looking at some of the picks, we definitely like some of the edge on some of these picks. So I'll get us started. I've got Prize Picks desktop up. My first pick for today is going to be Jimmy Butler. Going to be taking his 48.5 fantasy score. Going to be taking the over on this. So let me tell you guys why. This has about a 52% chance to hit. Jimmy has hit this line in the last 5 out of 10 games, but it's playoff time. And if you watch basketball, you know that Jimmy locks in the playoffs. If you look at how he's performed versus his in his games versus Atlanta in 2023, he's hit this line 2 out of 3 times. And if you look back to the playoffs of last year in 2022, he hit this line 11 out of 17 games. And in his series versus the Atlanta Hawks, he hit 3 out of 4 games. So he's definitely going to lock in versus these guys. He's shown that he's done it before. He's hit this line majority of the time versus them in the season this year, as well as the playoffs last year. And also, if you look at the Hawks defense over the last 30 games, they're pretty much an easy matchup for the small forward position, which is pretty much the position that Jimmy Butler plays on this team. So they're giving up a 42.8 fantasy score on average to the position over the last 30 games. And we know that Jimmy Butler is an average, man. So he's going to go out there. I think he's got enough to get us over the hump of 48.5. Liking Jimmy for the over on his fantasy score. So we're going to stick with the same game for the second pick here. And we're actually going to go on the opposite side of the ball. We are going to take Trae Young, 37.5 points plus rebounds plus assists. We're going to take the under on this. So odds right now for the under on this line are -135 on Pinnacle. So this is really giving us a lot of juice on the underside for this pick. And when you look at how Trae has performed against Miami in the 3 games of the season, the under has hit all 3 games. Even if you look back to the 2022 playoffs versus Miami, the under hit 4 out of 5 games in their series. And the only time that he went over this line, he actually just had 38. So it was a super close miss on the under on that one. And when you look at the last 30 days for the Heat defense, they're really the second toughest matchup for point guards. They're only allowing 22.5 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists on average to the position. So we know that Trae, I mean, he's one of those guys that can definitely heat up, get on fire, get way above this line, right? But if we've got so many data points from this year as well as last year, where Trae Young just really struggles against this Miami Heat defense that is pretty tough on the PG position, that we really think this is going to go under. So this is going to be our 2 picks for today. Really focusing in on that 7:40 p.m. Eastern game of the Heat and the Hawks. We're going to take Jimmy Butler over on his 48.5 fantasy score, and we're going to take the under on Trae Young's 37.5 points plus rebounds plus assist line. So definitely tell us. Hope you guys make some cash with us today. We'll be dropping way more picks in our Patreon. Link is in the description. It's only $10 a month, and our members have definitely been getting that $10 back and then some. So if you guys don't hop in there, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we have another pick or two for the NBA play-in games that start on Wednesday. Let's make some money today. Peace.